Hey, Right Riders, Keith Wheeler here, back with another video for you. And today is the very first video in the Shiny Objects Sunday series that I'm going to do. Everybody's always asking me, Keith, what's the hot new niche? How can I make a lot of money in a short period of time with very little effort? Well, let's be honest, this is not a get rich quick business, but I will tell you, instead of searching for the hot new thing, there's actually some really hot niches that have been around for a while. In fact, today we're going to actually be talking about one of those where, as of recently, as of March 7th, 2025, you now can actually get into this niche very easily. And the niche I'm talking about is creating custom coupon books. So whether you want to create a coupon book for new moms, or you want to create one for, spicy couples, or whatever you want to do, you can actually now create them yourself with just a few clicks of a button. Don't believe me? Well, I'm going to introduce you to Coupon Books Generator and show you exactly how easy it is to create. So let me flip the screen around and we'll get started. Well, here we are in Coupon Books Generator, and these are my collections. And as you can see, I've got a few of them here, and think of a collection as literally a book. So I want to make sure that I name them in such a way that it's easy for me to go back and know exactly what that book is. So this one, an idea I had was coupons for outdoor lovers. This one is for coupons for toddlers. So if a customer has a toddler and they're trying to potty train them, could be some really great ideas for coupons to include in your book. Another book you could do is coupons for pet owners, maybe coupons for cat lovers, coupons for new moms. So let's make a new collection. We're going to start a whole new book, and we're going to do coupons for, and I want to do ones like romantic and that kind of stuff, but I want to do sweet and simple. So let's do not just for couples, but for teen couples. Okay, very niche down. So we're going to go to create collection. Okay, so here we go, and just click inside it, and we can get started. Now, I'm going to tell you that I do have the elite version of this, so there may be some elements in here that you may not have access to, depending on what tier that you get. Now, if you want to pick it up and follow along, you can head on over to kwheelerbooks.com/coupons, but we're going to get started. So as you start out here, you're in the icons right here, and these are just images that they've created. So you've got borders, and it looks like you only have 3, but there's actually, you can view 7 more. Different illustrations, 617 additional, so 620 total. Different elements. And so you can use these to add to your pages. So let's just say we're going to start out with a title page. We need some kind of title page for our coupon book, right? So let's just do something simple. Let's look at some of these borders. Let's just do this one. And we're going to click on it. Now we're going to expand it. All right, and let's center it. Those blue lines tell me they're centered horizontally and vertically. And then in here, I can always add some text. So I can add in here, and we're just going to say, okay, and let's center this. All right, we're going to drag this up here. Again, that line tells me it's centered. I definitely want it within this area, so it doesn't look crazy. All right, there we go. Okay, and I can bring it down if I want. Maybe bring it down just a little bit. And I can add other items as well. Let me click back. Again, I can go in and add illustrations, elements, and things like that. If you get the first upgrade, you can actually upload your own images and add even more things into it. So we're just going to do this for now. Just save this, make a very simple title page, and let's get to the good stuff. So let's start with the very first one. Okay, so it's going to add whatever you just clicked on to the very next page. So this was my active page on page 1. So I go down page 2, and here it is. And one thing, when you think of coupon books, it's like, okay, well, they need perforated edges, right? You need to be able to cut them out. No, they actually have the line cutouts right here. So when you create these books, people know exactly where to cut it out. So this one's already created. Redeem for movie of your choice. Redeemable for one movie night together. You get to choose the movie. You can change the verbiage that you want. So you can just click in one of these. Let's say you want to keep it as movie of your choice, but maybe you want to change it up a little and have it say romantic movie of your choice. And of course, as you can see, it kind of went over. It's jammed in there. It's too, too long of text. So all I have to do is go in here and just reduce the font size. Okay. And then I can just take this, drag it over here, make sure it looks good. Okay, there we go. Again, I could even reduce it a little bit more. Maybe I don't want it that jammed up. There we go. Just do the 16 point font. Okay. Again, you can go in and tweak this as much as you want. Redeemable for one movie night. Maybe you want to do it for two movie nights or whatever. You can absolutely change it. Remember, you're making the book for other people to fill in. And so leave parts that blank if you want. So maybe you want to just leave this. I can just do some underscores here and put an S in parentheses. So it could be for multiple. Again, we're making this for our users to fill out for the customer. So there you go. That's one page. That's simple. So I can actually go in, and if I want, I can actually go in and clone this page. So I clone it, and there it goes. It made the exact same one. So if you're going to have one book of just all the same coupons, well, then you could just do that, 30 times, however many times you want your book to be, however many pages you want it to be. But that's kind of boring, right? I mean, these are teenagers. They're going to lose interest very easily if it's only just movies. So let's do, we'll leave that in there. We can create a couple of those. If you get one of the higher tiers, you can actually do a bulk clone, so you can clone it multiple times. But we're just going to stick with the basic, which is clone page, and I can just clone it. Let's just do it two more times. So we'll have a total of 5. Okay, there we go. So we got 5 of those. Let's see what else we've got. Okay, so here's another one. Good for a walk by the pier. Well, the teenagers might not be interested in that. So maybe it would be something like, okay, maybe walk to the library. I don't know. I don't know what kids are into. Okay, so we can do something like that, and we can change this if you don't want to say you are special. Maybe LYU, love you. Maybe that's a little too soon for teenagers. I don't know. So we'll duplicate it. We'll clone it once, and then this time instead of it's to the library, maybe it's a stroll in the park. Clone it and make it something else. Maybe we'll just reduce these a little bit. Move this down. There we go. So good for one slow dance at homecoming. Let's see what else we've got. Here's one that might be relevant to teenagers is, when I was a teenager and my kids were teenagers, they babysat a lot. So maybe it could be redeemed for blank expert babysitting. We can call it team babysitting. So maybe they can, if one of them's stuck babysitting, you can give them a coupon and the other one will help them out. So things like that. And again, all of these things are customizable. So we definitely don't want to say for grandpa. So you can literally just delete this, leave that completely out, just delete it. All right. And maybe you want to put something else there instead. You can always go in just like we did with the title page, and you can go in and you can add a text. So I can add a text here. Maybe I want this to say expert babysitting, right? Expert level. There we go. Do expert level. Of course, we're going to reduce the size of this a lot. Use this little circle right here, and we'll use it to move it. We're going to put it right there. And maybe even make it even smaller. Okay, next one. Let's see what else we got. Now, these are just ones that in the front end offer. So let's see what some of the other options are. So we're going to click right here where it says back. We're going to go back. We're going to look at some of the other options. So as you can see, when you get to some of the ones that are in some of the upgrades, you can get even more complex. So this one is another movie night one, but you're going to see it's a lot more detailed. Right there. Okay, so here we go. So here's another movie night one. just like with the other ones, I can go in here and I can change all of these text items, but you can actually customize it even more. So I'm going to click in here, and I'm not going to go into too much detail because I don't want this to be super lengthy video, but you can go in here to add to layers. And in this top left-hand corner, I can actually click it and get all the different layers that are in here. So let's say I don't want the popcorn. I can actually hover over these, and as you can see, they'll start highlighting, and I'll see exactly which one is the ones that I'm looking for. So as you saw it highlighted, so these are the props. So if I click in this on this arrow, it'll show me all the different props that are included, and I can click on each one. And when I get to the popcorn one, there we go. I can just click this check mark and delete it, and it's gone. Now, it's still in the file. I can just simply click on this and it'll be there. If I want to delete it permanently, I can click on the word. I can either duplicate it or I can delete it. And you can go into so much more detail, and there's a great deal of training on this where I'll show you how you can duplicate things and move it around. Like I said, I don't want this to get super lengthy, but I just want to show you all the customization you have. So a lot of things that happens with these softwares is people end up getting scared that they're creating something that is exactly the same as something somebody else that has the software is creating. And then KDP is going to see it as duplicate content. And then they're going to get their account banned and maybe even completely closed down. These things are how you make it unique. First of all, you make it unique by making it for not just the basic couples, do something different like I'm doing here, teen couples. Some of the other collections I had were doing it for toddlers. And the designs that are here are so customizable. Like I said, this one right here is just, these are with the, I think it's the second or third upgrade. But again, you can just go in and customize all the different elements. You can hide hearts, you can delete them completely. But even without all that, even just the basic, those first ones that I created, those first pages, that was just using the very first front end option. And with that, you get the ability to create these coupons. You get the clone option where you can clone a page. You get these front end design items, the different coupons, not this one, but the ones that I did before, those were all from the front end designs. You can download up to 100 downloads a month. And a download is not necessarily a page. It's whatever you click for a download. So if you download one page at a time, well, then it's going to be 100 pages. But if you download a collection or a book, if you will, one download is one book. So you can download 100 books in a month. I mean, come on. How many are you going to be creating in a month? That's crazy. One thing that you probably noticed I didn't do is I didn't click save at all because it has a transient save. So I can do a couple pages and come back later and do more. So I don't have to feel like I'm doing it all at once. Another thing people complain about is that they don't have enough time. So do it when you do have time. Do a couple coupons, move on, go back and, cook dinner or whatever, come back later, do a couple more. One thing I didn't show you was, right now I've got the 5 romantic movie ones, and then I've got, the other ones, and they're kind of all in a row. You can actually use these arrows to move things up and down so, that you change the order. But if you get some of the upgrade ones, you can actually do this and it randomizes the whole thing. Another thing that is really important when you're creating these books is you need to make sure that you have a blank page after every one of these because they're going to be cutting them. And so if you have them back to back, then what will happen is they'll only be able to redeem one and the other one's going to be basically a waste. So you can go in and just, like for example here, I can just go in and add a page, and there goes, it'll add a blank page. Or an easier option, if you have the upgrade, is you can click right here and it will insert a blank page in between each page. So there we go. It automatically did it all. Again, you don't need that. You can go through with just the front end and you can click and add those pages in yourself. Either way, it's amazing opportunities that we have here. And real quick in the settings, as with any of Neurongen's software, you can go in and pick your trim size, decide whether you want to add numbers to it, you want to add margins to it. And with the front end offer, with the basic, you can go and you can download it as a PNG, a JPEG, or a PDF. If you upgrade it, they even throw in the option to do a PPTX file or PowerPoint file. But like I said, just with the front end, you get so many options. And I'm telling you, instead of waiting for whatever the hot new niche is, why not stick with a niche that's been around for years and works? It's been around for a while because it works. But this is the first time we've actually had the availability to be able to create them easily and upload them to Amazon KDP. Well, there you go. That's Coupon Puzzles Generator. And as you saw, very easily with a few clicks of a button, you can actually create your own custom coupon books that you can sell on Amazon. And you don't need to get special books with perforated edges or any of that other stuff. Well, you saw briefly in my collection just a few ideas of where you can go with these coupon books, like all the different topics. Any topic you can think of, you can make a coupon book for. So if you want to get your hands on Coupon Books Generator, you can head on over to kwheelerbooks.com/coupons. And let me know down in the comments what kind of coupon books you think you're going to create. If you like the idea of this Shiny Object Sunday series, give this video a thumbs up and let me know in the comments what other Shiny Object things you'd like me to cover in the series. And in the meantime, YouTube says that you'll love this video right here. I'll catch you inside one of these videos, and remember to write right.